GBETV. Yes, sir!
Good evening, and welcome to the Sharmin Prince Show on GBETV, where we know that progress is a must. And I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Now, this happens to be our very last show for 2017. And I had a toss-up. Should I talk about us setting our goals for 2018? Because you know it's customary for us to say that, oh, this is my New Year resolution or whatever. So it was a toss-up of that and living in the now, enjoying the moment and being present. So I decided that since we've been talking about self and self-development and empowering yourself and getting to know who you are, I thought it best to continue along that same vein, but we will talk about how to be present, how to enjoy the moment, how to live in the here and now, and forget yesterday and don't think about tomorrow until it comes. So we'll get into that, and maybe we'll touch a little bit maybe of goal setting. I'm not sure, because that could be a topic within itself. Also, last week the winners were announced for the first prize of the raffle, which was the smart television, the second prize, and the third prize. And I hope you winners enjoy your prizes, and we'll be looking forward to the raffle for Valentine. The year is coming to an end, and you know, as you reflect on 2017, do not reflect on what shoulda. Listen to me carefully. Do not think of what you could have done or you should have done. Think about the things you have done and bask in the moment of achieving those things that you have done, despite of how minute it might be. It's an accomplishment. Focus on those accomplishments. We're so used to thinking that, oh, I could have done X, Y, or Z, or I should have done X, Y, or Z. Let's stop that. Let's think about what we have done. What was your biggest accomplishment in 2017? What was something that you did, you accomplished, that you didn't plan to do, but you did it? Even the things that you may think are negative or bad, look at it as a learning lesson and try to focus on the positive. Absorb the positive out of it. What have you learned from it? What have you walked away with, or what are you walking away with? When you reflect on 2017, what can you say that is your biggest lesson? What have you achieved? What transformation took place? Were you able to achieve anything? Did you have a goal or plans in the beginning of the year that you were able to look at your list and say, at least I accomplished 2 items on my list? Let's focus on the positive things in 2017. Even if the things that were not so pleasant and positive, even though they might surface, try to grasp something positive out of it. Because for too many of us, we live in the shoulda vein, the shoulda avenue, and we ride the coulda bus every single day, every minute of our lives, and we want to. I want to encourage you to stop that. So get off the coulda bus. I coulda done this, or I could have done that. Get off that bus and look at what you did, and focus on what you did and not what you could have done. And move out of or move off of shoulda lane. I should have. Stop should having and focus on what you have or what you did. It's so important because we lose sight of our accomplishments. We lose sight of our achievements because we're could have and should have and didn't have, as opposed to focusing on what have and what was. Very, very important. And as we get out of 2017, look how many people didn't make it, but we did. And there's something to be grateful for, that you're thankful for, that it happened in 2017. And here we are, blessed with the opportunity to enter 2018 with a plan. We're going to develop a plan. We're going to learn mindfulness, where we learn to live in the here and now, because that's what we'll talk about tonight. How to live in the here and now, how to enjoy the moment, because a lot of us don't enjoy those moments because we're so either bogged down with yesterday and what happened in the past, or we're so focused on tomorrow and what will happen in the future. We need to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, living now. Like, really enjoy the space that you're in. The space you're in physically, whatever physical health you're in. The space you're in psychologically. That mindset that you have right now. You need to be enjoying that. You need to understand what it is, what phase you're in. If you're not present and not living in the now, you don't know what phase you're in. You might be in a phase that really needs your attention, and because you're not living in the now, you can't give it the attention, pay the attention to your life, because you're not present. Right? But what is living in the now? Paying attention and being mindful of your existence. How many of us really are present? Like, okay, we wake up in the morning, we say our prayers, we thank God that He woke us up this morning and we're alive and well. But that might be the furthest of our being present or acknowledgement of our existence. But as our feet hit the ground, and this is from personal experience, I start planning what I'm gonna wear to work, what route I'm gonna take to work, what are my plans for work for the day. Give myself some time for distraction. what am I gonna eat, all the stuff, right? And it takes me away from the moment. Now let's go to the greetings, and when we come back, we'll continue.
Yes, here it is. Happy New Year to everyone in Guyana, especially all my family in Victoria, in Georgetown. You know it. Happy New Year to everybody. I can't call everybody name because I will not stop. So, in spite of that, Happy New Year to everybody in Guyana, from me to you in Guyana, coming from Orange, from New York.
It's your boy Sharmin, man. Happy New Year, people. From New York to Guyana, sending New Year blessing to you guys, alright? And many more, okay guys? Thanks for watching the program. Keep watching the program. Back to Sharmin.
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. And I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Now we're talking about enjoying the now, living in the now, really embracing the now, and paying attention to your existence. Now, we live in an age where we can be easily distracted. So we're being present right now, and then we pick up our phones and we check social media. With all the technological advancement, it's difficult for us not to be distracted. And distraction is one of the major reasons we don't enjoy the here and now and understand what it is or embrace what it means to live in the now. All the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, we have all these distractions, and I'm gonna tell you, if we are not present and mindful, we will be so distracted that our very existence would be passing us by. And for me, I can't keep up with all social media. I don't have Snapchat. I have an inoperative or inoperable Instagram. It's there, but I don't go on it. I can't keep up with all of that. And it's a total distraction. It takes me away from a lot of the things that I want to do, even from the moments where I spend with myself and, you know, think things through and analyze things. So I had to come up with a plan for myself to avoid the distraction, because there were too many distractions, and I found myself feeling lost and like not having control over my life. That's how I felt. So I took Facebook off of my phone, and I have it on my iPad. But I'm thinking about taking it off my iPad, so I can only have access to Facebook whenever I'm on my laptop. And that is for my own sanity and my embracing my own existence. What would it be for you? What are your distractions? I also find that one of the distractions during your employer might be paying you to work for, well, if they say 8 hours, they know you're not going to give 8 hours. I think the maximum is 5.5 to 6 hours. But Facebook and all the other social media outlets are also distractions and keep you away from doing what you're supposed to do. So what would work for you to help you to live in the here and now and to minimize, I don't want to say avoid because that's a stretch. How can you minimize the distractions? and spend more time being present, being mindful, and just being with yourself. Spending time with you, analyzing your life, what is going on with you physically, what is going on with you emotionally, what is going on with you mentally. Do you take that time? And the only way for us to take that time to do that is to minimize and eliminate some of the distractions that we have. What are your distractions? Try to identify them. You might not be able to identify it right now, right off of the cuff, but think about it, spend some time so that you can identify what your distractions are, what are keeping you away from the things that you're supposed to do, what is keeping you away from being present, what is keeping you away from enjoying the here and now, being mindful. Mindful eating. I was sharing that with some folks and they said mindful eating, and I said yes. Now mindful eating is where you sit to eat and you're present with the food. So you think about this food that is on your plate. Let's say it's bora and chicken. So you think about, and some white rice, maybe some salad. But for the boring chicken, mindfulness, you think about the seed that was planted for the bora. Have you ever thought about that when you're eating? You're so hungry, you're just ready to ravage the food. But before you put a spoon of food in your mouth, you think about it. So somebody planted the seed for the bora. And they watered it until it was germinated. And then the vines began to grow. And then the bora. And someone was taking care of it all that time. Then someone picked it, prepared it, brought it to the market. You were able to get money, whatever source of income you have, you were able to get money, go to the market, purchase that bora, and you take it home. You took it home. The same with the chicken. Somebody reared a chicken. And you were able to go and purchase the chicken and take it home. And think about the process you put the bora and the chicken through in order to make it to your plate. And now it's on your plate after you've cooked it and you're enjoying it. Same with the rice, same with the salad. How many of you have ever thought about that process of the food that you consume every day? That's mindfulness. That's being present. That's living in the here and now. Here I have a plate of food and I'm thinking about the process that this food went through before it got on my plate. So you're sitting to eat, practice mindfulness eating. I can tell you the first time I did it, I really enjoyed the food and I was not able to overeat. So think about it, practice mindfulness, practice being present, practice living in the here and now. Mindfulness walking, being present when you walk, enjoying, thinking about your legs and how it carries you. Being present when you're in company, when you're with your children, not everyone on an electronic device, but you're present. You know, you have that time where everyone put away their phones and their iPads and their laptops and whatever. And it's just communication where you guys can talk, being present, remove the distractions, eliminate the distractions for 2018. That's why we're having this conversation now, so that we can live in the here and now and enjoy the moments. And we will go through the benefits of living in the here and now and minimizing the distractions, cutting them out, enjoying the moment while it happened, while it's occurring. Because if you think about it, if you're not enjoying the moment while it occurs, when it becomes a memory, that's all it is, a memory, but you have never enjoyed the memory when it occurred in the present, when it happened. Let's take a commercial break.
Next Gen Car Rentals. For reliable, clean, fuel-efficient and well-maintained cars, choose Next Gen Car Rentals. Telephone 231-8963 or like us on Facebook. Next Gen Car Rentals, taking you to the next level.
GBETV. Yes, sir!
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show, and I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Now, we allow a lot of things to distract us from being present. And some of us, we can either say we live in the past because we allow our experiences from the past to control our now, or we live in the future where we are wishing of what we would like to see happen in tomorrow, and it takes us away from the now. Remember, we're talking about living in the now and trying to eliminate the distractions. Now, what it is that prevents you from living in your now? Is it past experiences that you have not resolved, that you've not dealt with, and that long hand from the past still holds you captive and is preventing you from enjoying your now? Or are you consumed with thoughts and wishes of tomorrow that it's preventing you from enjoying your now? Think about that for a moment. What is preventing you from enjoying your now? Yesterday or tomorrow? The thing about it, when you lose your now, there is no way you can recapture it. Before we went on the break, I think I said that when your now is past, all it is a memory. And you have that memory, but the emotions and the feelings and whatever was attached to the now has been gone, and it cannot be retrieved. So we have to make a conscious effort to enjoy the now, enjoy our nows, enjoy that moment, bask in our now. So when it becomes a memory, whenever the memory is retrieved, it is attached to an emotion. It's easy to be bogged down, and I know you could say to me, well, Sharmin, you don't understand what I've been through. So my now is consumed with my past. And I said, because you may be saying, it's okay for you to say that. But remember, all of us have a story. And you know, I like to tell people you see now but you don't know how. So we all have a story, but it's what we do with our stories. Do not let your past steal your now. Do not let your past steal your now, and don't let tomorrow consume your now. Enjoy your now. Embrace your now. Live in the moment. You can have future plans, but enjoy every day and the blessings that comes with the day. You know, all of us know the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. Every day we have something new, our daily bread. But if we're not present, we're unable to enjoy that daily bread and enjoy that moment, that daily blessing that we have. Also, one of the things, like when I was preparing for this, I'm like, I need to touch our thoughts, how we think. And then I said, I'm not going to touch it tonight. I am going to do a show on that. To highlight and help you to become aware of how powerful our thoughts are and how distracting it could be, right? How distracting it could be to our lives. So when we live in the moment, we're being mindful. And when we're being mindful, we're mindful of our thoughts, we're mindful of our words, we're mindful of our actions. We have to be present and mindful. We cannot continue to go through every day and not savor those moments. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you look back at the day and you extract all the good things that happened, and you say a thank you prayer for all the good things that happened. Even if it's just 2 out of 10 things, focus on the good things that happened. That's living in the moment. Yes, today I got distracted, I got a flat tire and all that stuff. Yes, it happened, but I'm not going to give it life. What I'm going to do is that I was able to leave the house, and I was able to go to the store, I was able to go to the bank, I was able to see my sister. Those are the things that you focus on and enjoy it, and at the end of the day you just say thank you that I was able to do all of that. That's living in the now. And don't focus on the things that you could have done, you should have done, you would have done if. Don't focus on those things. Or don't focus on the negative things, because it happens. But take away the lessons from the positive things and even from the negative things. Live in the now. Enjoy the moment. You'll become happier. The studies, there are studies that are showing, there are studies now on mindfulness and being present. And there's studies that are showing that when you live in the now, you're happier. Think about you. Think about your happier self. How many people around you would be affected positively if you were your happier self every day? How would the environment that you're present in change if you are at your happiest self every day. So the research says that when you're living in the now or you're present, you're much happier, you're less stressful. Now I know some of you that are looking at me viewing the show right now, you're like, less stressful. Yeah, less stressful. The people around you might be much happier, because if you're happier and you're less stressful, the people that are around you will be happier and less stressful. And life could be different, and life could be better, and your children can be happier. And when you're coming in, they will not be like, oh my God, mommy or daddy's home, it's trouble. And from the time you enter the house, you saw that something is out of place and you start screaming. Enter the house, enjoy, take a breath, breathe. What do you say? Smell. Enjoy the scent. Enjoy the energy. Get present and feel the energy. Look at your child for once and, have a conversation. Something. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue.
GBETV. Yes, sir!
Next Gen Car Rentals. For reliable, clean, fuel-efficient and well-maintained cars, choose Next Gen Car Rentals. Telephone 231-8963 or like us on Facebook. Next Gen Car Rentals, taking you to the next level.
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show, and I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. And we're talking about living in the now, being present, being mindful. Now, there are some benefits of being mindful. Before we went to the break, I identified that you'll be happier, it's less stress. I would do anything to be less stressed, so practicing mindfulness and just being present is helpful. And now all the researchers are saying, all the studies are being done, that people that are practicing mindfulness, they're less stressed, they're happier. And mindfulness came straight out of from the monks in the monasteries. Also, they said the research is saying that it boosts your immune functionality. So your immune system is boosted with mindfulness and being present. Of course, that stress affects the immune system. Mindfulness also reduces chronic pain. So if you're in chronic pain, just practicing some mindfulness, being present when you walk, being present when you talk, being present when you think your thoughts. Think about when you're having those thoughts. Really consider what's the source of those thoughts. So when you think, when you do, when you feel, and when you're present, you're calmer, and you can, meditate. The research says that it lowers your blood pressure. Being mindfulness, living in the now. And you can understand that, even with the stress. Because if you're not bogged down with the past, and you're not concerned about tomorrow, you're not stressful. You're not stressing about what happened to you, and you're not stressing about what you want to happen tomorrow. So you're living in the now, and so your blood pressure could be lowered. Your chronic pain could be reduced. Your immune system can function better. And you can be happier. Your happier self will be more present, and the people that are in your circle will be happier, because if you're happy, the people around you would be happier. Your energy would be different. If you have children, your children will be happier. Think about the domino effect that you as an individual can have if you are your happier self. Your home would be happier. When you go to work, your whatever environment you're in is going to be happier. And if your children are happier, they're taking that to school and they can change the environments that they're in. So if you have 4 children and you're happier, you're changing 5 environments. And think about the domino effect. And you know the ripple effect. It's the ripple effect. You take a flat stone and you pelt it in on the stream, right? And you'll see it may skip, but then look at the ripple effect that it would have on the water. That's what would happen if you are your happiest self. You happier, and every environment you touch is going to be transformed. Every environment your children touch would be transformed. Don't you think that would be something nice for us to all start doing in 2018 and make life make a difference in the environments that we're a part of, and also in our own personal lives, where you're present and you're basking in the moments. Whatever that is going on, you're present and you're enduring it and you're enjoying it, and you're happier. And you'll hear people say, I've noticed some changes. What are the changes? You're a little lighter, happier. Oh yeah? And then you could say, I'm practicing mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? And you share it. And then here we have this ripple effect just going around, right? And everyone in your environment, you and your girlfriends, you be present, you meditate for 20 minutes. Just sit quiet. Just sit quiet for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. 20 minutes is the least, because it takes us maybe like 10-15 minutes to quiet our minds, especially if you never meditated. It takes you like 10 to 15 minutes to really silence your mind. And once you silence your mind and you allow yourself to go, to meditate, to be silent, to be present and feel your breath, it does something to you. You have to try it. Let me know how it felt. That's being present. A happier you, less stressful, and a healthier you. And look at that. Just being present and enjoying and living in the here and now can affect you physically, because your pains, your immune system, it can affect you. It could cause changes psychologically, because you can be less stressful. You'll be more conscious of your thoughts. So your thoughts would be a little more positive. And emotionally, you're happier. And all you have to do is just be present. But it's not miraculous, because remember, we're so used to whatever practices we have. If it's allowing the past to captivate our now or the future, right? to impede, to encroach on our now, and we're not enjoying our now. We're not enjoying the moment because we're so, oh, I want to do this in the future. And that's all our minds are consumed with. And now it's passing us. And we're not enjoying that. So so it's constant practice. When I find myself thinking, I'm like, okay, no, I need to enjoy the moment. I'm in the presence of these people and I need to enjoy the moment. Or I'm on the train and I'm just going to pay attention to what's going on around me. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue.
Next Gen Car Rentals. For reliable, clean, fuel-efficient and well-maintained cars, choose Next Gen Car Rentals. Telephone 231-8963 or like us on Facebook. Next Gen Car Rentals, taking you to the next level.
GBETV. Yes, sir!
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show, and I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Now remember, we'll have another raffle in February for Valentine's Day, and it will be cash prizes or cash prize. You know, we're actually in the process of ironing out those kinks, but I know it's cash, so just be prepared for that and be ready. Now we talk about being present, living in the here and now, and being mindful. And being mindful is just being present. Being mindful of your thoughts. Let's begin with the thoughts. Not every thought that you have is reality. Not every thought, because sometimes we think things and it's not real, and we may want to act on those thoughts, right? We're just thinking and we perceive that those thoughts are real and we act on it, and it messes us up. So being mindful of your thoughts, and being mindful of your thoughts is questioning, where did that thought just come from? And be present with the thought. Like, where did that come from? Is that real? No, it's not. How processing this thought can affect my life. So because it's not going to enhance my life, but it's going to affect my life, I'm not even giving it another second, and you destroy that thought. So being mindful and living in the here and now is managing our thoughts. Very, very important. Because sometimes you think a thing, a thought comes in your head from somewhere, and you believe the thought and you run with the thought, and those things can affect so many areas of our lives. So now be present. Let go of what it is from the past that is encroaching in your now. And do not allow thoughts of the future to encroach on your now. Now, cut the future off and cut the past off so that you can enjoy your now. Learn how to breathe. Find your center. That was the most one of the most difficult development, exploration, empowerment, whatever I have I've done. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if I found my center, but I know what to do if I need to calm myself. I know what to do. Is that finding my center? I think that I need to develop that a little more, and then I can confidently say to you that I know how to find my center. But I know how to get into the moment and be calm and be present. So I know how to do that, and it took a lot of hard work and learning and unlearning and spending time with me, spending time being quiet and meditating and breathing. Oh, let me say this: when you're frustrated, stop, find a corner, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale in, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale out. And make sounds when you're exhaling out. The second one, you inhale, you hold it a little longer, and then you exhale out with sounds. The third time you inhale, you hold it, and then you let it out slowly. You let it out. Those 3 breaths does something to the brain. I guess I need to see if there are researches on that to get an understanding what it does to the brain. And that can help you find your center. Just those 3 breaths does something for me, takes me to another place, and I forgot what just happened. So find your center, identify what it is that helps you to get into the now. And one of the things that prevents us from living in the now or enjoying the now, embracing the now, is comparisons. You compare to others, or you compare to experiences. An experience of the past. If we would stop making comparisons, life would be less stressful. If we would stop being judgmental, life would be less stressful, and we can enjoy the here and now and live in the moments and savor those happy moments. But a happy moment can get past you, and you realize that, oh my God, I didn't even get a chance to really enjoy that moment because I wasn't present, you know? So being present can help you to savor some happy moments. And I had that experience yesterday with my relatives that are visiting from Guyana, and I'm there and I'm like, I want to be present because I don't get this opportunity often. And when I left there, like, I don't know, maybe 1 a.m. in the morning, I'm driving home and I'm savoring those happy moments, and I'm like, that's the happiest I felt in a while because I was present and I really basked in the moment. I really enjoyed it and it felt so good. You know, I was able to sleep comfortably and wake up this morning basking in those moments. And all I did was to be present. Be present. Savor those moments. And when you find a happy moment, see how much you can hold on it. Because it does something to the psychic, and it puts you into a place of comfort and happiness that I don't know if there's any other thing that can do that. And you're less stressful. You're basking in the moment. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll wrap up.
GBETV. Yes, sir!
Next Gen Car Rentals. For reliable, clean, fuel-efficient and well-maintained cars, choose Next Gen Car Rentals. Telephone 231-8963 or like us on Facebook. Next Gen Car Rentals, taking you to the next level. Next Gen Car Rentals. For reliable, clean, fuel-efficient and well-maintained cars, choose Next Gen Car Rentals. Telephone 231-8963 or like us on Facebook. Next Gen Car Rentals, taking you to the next level.
GBETV. Yes, sir!
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. And I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Now today we spoke about living in the now, being present, basking in your now, and being mindful when you're eating, really paying attention to the food that is on the plate, being mindful with your thoughts, what you think, the thoughts that you allow to fester in your mind. We talked about the benefits of being present and living in the now and being mindfulness, less stress, happier. It enhances your immune system. And those are just some of the benefits. Learn how to meditate, to breathe. Take those 3 breaths when you need it. Be mindful. Be present. Savor your happy moments. And when you're meditating, all you need to do is to sit comfortably, right? You decide what comfort is for you, and close your eyes and just relax. Be quiet. Quiet your mind, quiet your thoughts. As I said earlier, it may take you like 10 minutes to really quiet your mind. But once you quiet your mind and you relax and be present by paying attention to your breathing, and just relax and be mindful. Be happier. Embrace the happier you, so that your household could be happier. Your place of work can be happier. And then your children take that to school, and they're happier in school, and they can cause changes. Think about the ripple effect. Think about the domino effect that you would have if you would just be present and live in the here and now and let go of the past. That's a process. But once you begin the process, you would want to see it to the end. Sometimes that's easier said than done. You may need the help of a professional. Find a professional to assist you with that. And stop focusing on the future, because it's not here yet. and it's robbing you from your now because you're focused on that. It's going to come. It's good to have goals and aspirations, but you cannot allow it to consume you to the point where it's stealing your now. Your now is important to you because it's going to lower your blood pressure, it reduces chronic pain, it helps you to reduce the stress, it helps you also to manage your thoughts. So your now is important. Practice being mindful, practice being present. This is I would really love if all of us make this commitment to each other. You're my accountability partner and I'm your accountability partner, and we're gonna do this in 2018. We'll start from now so that by the time we enter 2018 it's already a practice, and we're going to really practice being mindful and pay attention to the results, pay attention to, you know, the benefits of it, and see if people are going to tell you that they've noticed some changes, and oh, you're a little lighter, you're happier, what's going on? And then you'll be able to share it with them and say, I'm just being mindful, I am enjoying the moment, I enjoy every day. I can tell you for the past 7 days what were my daily blessings, what were my daily bread, because every day I got something, right? So good night, thank you for watching. This has been the Sharmin Prince Show, and I want to say thank you for your continued support, and I'll see you next week. I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. Good night, until next week.